The first time I heard about nuclear arms and nuclear war was when I was home watching TV and it came on the news. And I was afraid that I might die, my family might die, everybody might die.
First time I heard about the nuclear war was in school. It was 10:30 and I was in English, and a lot of other children was very nervous, and like me, I'm nervous.
A nuclear war could happen later on today, or tomorrow, or next week, or next year.
I just dreamt that there was going to be a nuclear war and we had to hide somehow from it. And I was afraid of all the glass coming and sticking in me because I know it would be really painful to die that way, so I wanted to kill myself, but my mother wouldn't let me.
Well, there was this dream I had. It was this big mushroom explosion, and I was looking around like outside, and it was like all my relatives and other people I knew just like dropping down one by one, and then like parts of my own body started falling off, and then I was all alone. There's no one else around or anything.
Pictures like I was gonna die and the world was nothing. There was gonna be an earthquake and I fall down and the bombs just be exploding and everything just be going up and you see piles of dirt going up in the air, everything going up in the air, and then everybody just laying down dead. And when I be walking through the house, I be thinking about it. And tears wanted to rush down my eyes, but I try and hold it in so my mother don't know nothing's wrong. I think about it every day, and I tried to get it out my head just to think of something else, but it just couldn't go away. So I said, I'm trying to get it out of my mind. And I said, well, I'll just have to dream about it and see what I could try and do about it.
All you have to do is just push one button. We're all, just disintegrated.
If a bomb go off, it gonna be like, we're gonna look like mud. It's gonna be, we're gonna be look melted. Like, like our face gonna look like chocolate, It's gonna look melted, like mud is on us, on our body. It's gonna be like, our body gonna be like, our face gonna be burnt. It's gonna be from the heat.
There would just be a big flash and I wouldn't realize what would happen because I would be just evaporated. That's what I've heard. People would evaporate and like the ground over there would melt, and all around here I don't think anything. I mean, it would just be like a big hole. If someone would for some reason survive, they would like be all burnt and their eyeballs would be out and they would just die very shortly.
These bombs are going to be different colors. These are going to be like red. These are going to be blue.
If you have one bomb that you want red and you have one bomb you want blue, you can have to have two stencils.
And then the other one's just going to say peace in the world. And it's going to have a lot of like
I
flowers.
see, the flowers and the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And are you going to put letters on them? USSA and USSR?
No, I think we're just...
Okay, yeah, just too complicated.
Yeah, it's going to get
If you wanted a yellow bomb, for an example, and an orange bomb, then you can keep the same stencil on.
This is a pussycat. Nuclear bombs. Why did they make nuclear bombs anyway? Another thing?
In order to end World War II, they dropped an atomic bomb on a city in Japan called Hiroshima. And those were small bombs compared to what we have today. And that bomb totally destroyed the entire city and killed practically everyone within its radius. The way they killed everyone was just intense heat. It just burns everything. It's like a match. It's like it's a giant flame, you know? And that's what a bomb is. That's an atomic bomb.
It was so hot that it would burn you.
It would melt concrete.
Would it burn metal?
It would see this metal pipe. It would turn it to liquid. That's how hot it is. It's hotter than the sun. After the bomb goes off, there's wind.
Gale force wind's worse than a hurricane, you know, and it'll fly you around like missiles, and it'll fly objects around like missiles, and it'll hit you, or you'll hit something, and that's another thing that could happen. It covers such a vast area, one nuclear bomb.
Why would the other people who wanted to hurt the other country, but they would just die too?
Exactly. It's so important that we gotta do something about it.
I dream that I'm with my friends and everything, and then we hear a nuclear bomb drop, and then I wake up and no one's around there, and no one's there, and then you'd be so scared, and you're like,
if you're scared in your subconscious, then there's something that has to be going on in your conscious, and something has to be going on in reality, and there is, and we've got to stop it.
I mean, if there was an atomic war, a nuclear war, I would like to die, because I don't think I would like to stay around afterwards.
If you die all of a sudden, then it's not as bad as dying 10 years later. It's suffering. I also think that when I think about, being alive with other, like my father or my mother dying, that's what I really think about. I think of a bomb falling and my parents dying and me feeling the real pain. I'm more scared of being alone forever.
Every single kid in the world, once they hear about it with a little bit of education, you're very scared. And if every single one of those kids, of those millions of scared kids, not only are scared but speak out against it, you can have something very big and very hard to ignore.
They don't care about our opinions, they just want to get money and get rich.
But what's going to happen to us? And then they're always encouraging kids not to have violence, not to fight. Well, this is encouraging us more.
They're the ones who are about to fight.
They're saying, don't fight this, talk it out. Well, look at them.
What kind of an influence is that on kids?
The U.S. thinks that we're going to scare off the Soviets, but then the Soviets are going to think, well, they think they're going to scare us, but we're going to scare them more, and then we're going to keep on making bombs and bombs, and then finally it's going to trigger it, and then we're going to just start a war.
It be killing the poor people, like the poor people don't have nothing. And we was talking like just building bombs just to show how powerful you are, or if you can kill more people than you have more power and more money than anybody else, just trying to show everything off that you have. And well, I could do it, not y'all, so I'm gonna do it the way I want to. I don't care about nobody's feelings. I just care about myself. It seems that way to me.
The adults who aren't taking the responsibility are threatening our lives, and they are not protecting us.
We could write letters and make tapes and send it to him and play it to him in his face and protest and try to make this stop happening.
Take this sign. You should sign it. How do you sign it? I'm writing a concern kid. How do you sign it? Concern kid?
I'm not blaming you for everything, but maybe you could help everybody live in peace and harmony just by throwing down your weapons. Bury the hatchets, shake hands, and just don't care about how another government governs their people. If you care so much about the people, help them, don't destroy them.
I want to be a doctor, not a killer. We have enough bombs to blow up the world, but why do we want the world gone? The truth is, I'm scared.
Dear Mr. President, in connection with the nuclear arms race with Russia, I am writing to you on behalf of all the handicapped or illiterate people and children who do not have a chance to express their ideas. You may think I feel sorry for them, but the truth of the matter is, I feel sorry for this country. If we'd rather spend our money building weapons, what it really comes down to is we're preparing ourselves to be destroyed.
I am 5 and a half. I am learning to read books. I don't want no nuclear power plants to drop bombs. They scare me. I don't want to die by them. I love to play soccer.
Dear Mr. President, I wish there could be a place in this world for people to be safe in their homes.
My biggest goal in life is to graduate from West Point. But after listening and reading about what would happen in the event of a nuclear explosion...
If we use nuclear weapons, it will completely ruin our world. All the beautiful animals, plants, and people would die. And if we didn't die, we would wish we were dead.
Please, stop before it is too late. Yours truly, Tanya
Jody
Vale,
Donald,
from Marshfield,
Please
Vermont.
consider what I have said. Sincerely, Jim White.
Please stop making nuclear
Sincerely,
weapons.
Ellen Kang.
Leela Benacaro, age 11.
Ukiah, California.
Age 13, Donaldsville, Louisiana.
Mr. President, I'm scared.
Since 8 o'clock this morning, there's been lots of kids around here reading letters from other kids around the United States.
There weren't even any faces at the windows, and there are no less bombs after standing out here all day. And we knew that there wouldn't be, but it's still a shock.
We need a person who will listen to the children, because at this point I think that we're the ones that are right. You know, often kids are wrong, and I'm very wrong sometimes, but here I know I'm right. We want to live.
Like, wow, what will the world be like if it just be peace? No war, no fighting, just plain peace. Everybody will not be selfish or nothing, just everybody be peaceful. Like, and every day you wake up saying, oh, hi, how you doing?
People should have hope, because if they have hope, then they will do the right things to help save the world.
The hope lies within people, and that if they make a stand, that it'll count.
You have to try and get it across to them that there's not just you rich people, there's a lot of people that you have to care about. If you're gonna run a nation, run it right.